Hello there, welcome to the channel, welcome back perhaps, and here we are with now two Jackson Audio Modular Fuzz pedals. And what we're going to be doing is today thinking about how we're actually going to set things up on our pedal board. Now, you may notice some things missing if you've been following some of the recent videos about what we would like to have before and after fuzz, perhaps. So, perhaps the less obvious is the compression. Compression is gone, and we're not going to be bothering with that today. That's removed from the equation. Not that we're not going to be using it on our pedal board as it comes together. In fact, we need to do some pretty serious investigation of that, or at least where it goes in the chain. But what we are also missing is the Omni signal blender, which will give us a little bit of the dry signal in there with the fuzz. Now, the main reason that's missing today is because it's not what we're concerned with. We are basically going to see whether we want to have the hologram dream sequence before the Fuzz Page Mark II or before the what's it called? A goat's head. There we go. So this is the older of the two, for me anyway, the older of the two pedals, and this is the newer one that I got from Amazon. And obviously I do not know, I'm sorry, Amazon, eBay. All these companies are the same these days. They're all owned by the same people. Anyway, this is the one that's newer to me. Don't know how old it is altogether, but slightly different coloration. This one's a bit lighter, so maybe this one was stored away for longer. That aside though, that's the goat head in here. This is the Fuzz Page Mark II, which is the one we've been using recently. So let's dive in and have a listen, and we'll basically be seeing how things here sound when they go through the Fuzz Page Mark II versus how they sound when they go through the goat's head, to decide whether, when we put things back through the signal blender, if we want it in the same loop as the Fuzz Page Mark II module or the goat's head module. We will also be trying out later the horizon. Hopefully this will not be too long an experiment, because it would be cool to try the horizon both before and after the fuzz pedals. Might also be fun to see if putting the pedals, the fuzz pedals, one on top of the other, in other words stacking the fuzz, is of any interest to us. Because if we do find that we like to have the dream sequence before, as an option before both the fuzz pedals, we do have a way that we can do that, but that's for a future video. At the moment, our plan is to see if we like the dream sequence before one pedal in particular or both, then the same for the horizon, both either before both pedals or before one or after the other. We will see. So let's dive in. Here is our sample. This is the bass range of the contrabass clarinet. Might have been nice to do the full range of the contra, but unfortunately we accidentally deleted that sample. Oops, not going to worry about it. So here we are going through the Fuzz Page Mark II without any of the dream sequence. We do also, by the way, have the float on, so that we do have the removal of some of those artifacts that we found we preferred not to have all the time. We may try it with the float off as well. So here we go. This is our sample through the Fuzz Page Mark II. And through the goat's head. I love it, I love it. And just for fairness' sake, let's also do it without the float. Here we go. Okay, not sure why we're getting line noise, which is not turning off the noise gate there, but that is for another time. Okay, there does seem to be a bit of noise on that pedal. Okay, maybe that's a problem that we need to look into another time. However, noise gate. I do hope that's not a faulty pedal. We'll see. We'll go back in there and make sure everything is nice and tight. Okay, so clearly the float makes things much smoother. Nice to hear the difference there. One other thing I wanted to try, we're going to turn the float back on, is the dream sequence simply as a drive pedal and see what kind of effect that gives us. We haven't tried that before. So let's try that through the dream sequence. We've got it set to no shift, which means that the effects will just be going through the pedal. Here we go. Okay, I think we're not getting anything because yeah, we see we don't get very much with that. Yeah, that doesn't really do much. It'll do stuff when it's going through a fuzz, but it's more like a boost than anything else. What about if we put like an octave down in there as well? It's only the octave down. Here's what we do. We put octave down, and we put in the dry mix. Yeah. Okay. Now, that actually brings us back to one of the first problems that we had with getting some doomier sounds with the contrabass clarinet, which was that putting the intramic recording of the contrabass clarinet sound through boost pedals, overdrive pedals, really didn't do that much. It was only fuzz that really seemed to offer us something special. Anyway, here we are, and let's see how this goes. Probably the easiest way to test what we like is to to use the random mode. So what that does is it, as you can see, randomizes the different options. We can mix in some dry signal there, and we can change the speed based on this knob here. So that's what we're going to do. Here we go. That seems like a good speed there. We'll see how it sounds with drive as well. For now, I'm going to mix. I won't mix in the dry signal. I'll do that for the second time through the sample. Okay. And this is on. Here we go. Okay, so let's do the same thing with the goat's head. I'll tell you what, as soon as we didn't have it for the that's a little annoying. As soon as we didn't have the gate for that first example with the Fuzz Page Mark II, let's not have it for the goat's head. So, here we go. Oh, it's really interesting. I mean, quite honestly, that's an effect I think I would like to have available for both fuzz modules. Like, it doesn't sound like one is better than the other. Let's go back to the goat's head. Sorry, the Fuzz Page Mark II, and we'll keep the same sample. And what we're going to do is turn off the drive, put all the dry mix all the way up, and we're going to try octave up and octave down. So that will be on the way up we'll do octave up, on the way down we'll do octave down. That will be including the dry. So it'll be the dry signal plus the octave up and the octave down. Okay, here we go. Interesting. Just as a bit of fun. Let's try that same sequence again, but with some drive in there. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, from this little experiment, I do think that having the dream sequence before both pedals is actually desirable. Yeah, let's flag that down there, I think. I think this has the potential to be a really interesting thing for us to use on the fuzz pedals. So that's that. Let's see how the horizon goes before these pedals. That will be very interesting to see.